Great. Thanks, Valerie. Valerie, really appreciate the introduction and welcome everybody this morning. As Valerie just mentioned, my name is Josh Bopp. I'm the CEO of Aduvo, and we're going to walk through what we built, why we built it, and how we can help automate your marketing. So with that, I'm going to get right into it here. All right, so on our side this morning, we have myself. We also have Travis Lewis, one of our new accounts managers, as well as Matthew Vaughn, one of our product specialists. Travis will be manning the Q&A section. So at any point in time, if you've got a question, please post it in the chat and he will happily answer it for you. If we can't get you an immediate answer, we'll be sure to capture your name and email you that answer after the fact. And then Matthew will be giving us a live demonstration of Aduvo after I kind of get through the welcome slides here. All right, so why did we build Aduvo? It really is pretty straightforward. We built a purpose-built marketing automation platform, whereas most marketing in the market today is done by mortgage CRMs. And it creates some complexities for you as an end user. It kind of boils down into kind of four key areas that we try and focus to fix. First, they're just too complicated, right? If you purchased it for marketing, you're getting a whole bunch of features that you're just never going to use, and managing those features is very tedious and time consuming. In addition to that, most of the solutions in the marketplace don't really have automation, at least not the way that we built it. So they're going to take some kind of management to send messages to your borrowers and realtors and keep the engine running, so to speak. So we built something very different, which we'll show you just a moment here. Also on the setup time side, it can take weeks or months typically to deploy CRMs and other marketing automation. So we built something that really is meant to be turned on in just a few minutes of your time, and certainly under a week in total time, which I'll step through in a moment here. And last is price, right? Our cost, which I'll go through at the end here, is a little less than half of what else is in the market today. And we all know what the marketplace is like at the moment. So any dollars you can save are dollars that you can save. So really, that is Aduvo, right? So the things I just mentioned are the reasons why we built it. We are all about marketing. This is all that we do. It is purpose-built from the ground up for the mortgage industry, and just has a lot of unique characteristics to it that we think make it pretty appealing to users like yourself. So what makes us different? First and foremost, it is extremely simple to use. Matt will go through that in just a bit here. But on the setup side, your time invested is typically under 30 minutes, and you are live, really and truly live. So we'll talk about that in just a moment here too. We also have very tight integrations with our LOS partners. So I'll step through who we're partnered with on the next slide here. But we sync about 200 different data points, all things loan, borrower, realtor related, from the LOS directly into Aduvo. We have true set it and forget it campaigns. So once you turn those on, if you don't want to log back into Aduvo ever again, you don't have to. And they are designed to just run and run and run, and you not have to manage and maintain them. And that really just creates better relationships and happier clients for your borrowers and realtors, right? We're going to help improve your standing with your relationships by giving them timely loan status information, staying in front of them with birthdays, holidays, monthly newsletters. So just all the things that you really want to be doing and are perhaps struggling with at the moment. So what do we do, right? The first thing that we do is we create content. We write emails, we write text messages. Those are written by mortgage marketing industry veterans, right? So we have a lot of experience building this content for you. We then send that to an outside agency to check for compliance, right? So they've got rules and regulations in all 50 states. They make sure we didn't put something in the body of that message, maybe that's a no-no in a particular state. We don't want to say offer a rate or something like that. We also then test deliverability. So what's it look like in your inbox? What's it look like on your phone? Just really make sure everything's working. We also build a list. So inside of Aduvo, you'll see a series of lists. You can certainly build your own, but we have pre-built who are your borrowers, who are your realtors, what are my active loans, what are my closed loans, maybe what are loans over 7% from 2020 and newer, right? Things like that. So we built all of those things for you, so you don't have to figure it out. And then the last step in the process for us is we then set the schedule. So each of those messages that we have created, we tie to the list, and we then turn make a trigger. Maybe it's supposed to go on a specific day, July 4th, right? We obviously want to send the holiday email on the 4th, versus maybe a loan status email is triggered to go when application taken has a date of today, right? So we handle all those pieces for you. And then your engagement with it is really just to review those campaigns during our onboarding process, pick which ones you want to use and activate it. And Matt will show you that as well. It's really designed to be a light touch, hands-off approach for you. Our integration partners. So today we're integrated with LendingPad. PAF will go live in about 3-4 weeks. We're just kind of putting the finishing touches on that. Arrive, Encompass Banker Edition, Point Central. We'll be adding support for standalone Point here this summer. And we're testing Encompass Broker Edition right now if you're on that platform. And then we also have an integration with Zapier if you want to connect this to your own lead sources or things like that. Campaigns that we offer, far and away, our most popular is the real-time loan status alert. So again, as you status something in LOS, we're going to alert the borrower, we're going to alert the realtor. Could be a text, could be an email, could be both. But almost 100% of our customers use our status alerts. And then other popular categories are birthdays. We have a borrower and a realtor monthly newsletter. We have lead nurture campaigns, as well as all major holidays and a loan anniversary campaign. So let me talk briefly about onboarding, and then I'll show you how Aduvo works on a day-to-day basis. If I can get my slide to go here. There we go. You set up your account, right? It's pretty basic information. What's the company name? What's your name? What's your NMLS number, logo, things like that. Then we kind of go dark for a couple of days, because what we're doing in the background is we're going to build your site, and we're going to coordinate directly with our LOS partner that you are using. So LendingPad as an example. We talk with them in the background. We make the connection to your new Aduvo site, and we ingest all your historical data, right? So all those old loans that sit in your LOS over a couple-day period, we're going to bring all of that stuff into Aduvo. And then we hop on a onboarding call with you and spend 15 to 30 minutes, review your setup, review the campaigns. You get to preview things that we pre-built for you and activate which ones that you want. And that is truly it, right? If you want to then go build your own campaigns, you're more than welcome to, but you are live at that point. There's nothing else to it on our side to get you up to speed. So let's see Aduvo in action, what it would be like post-implementation on a day-to-day basis once you've activated some of our campaigns. I've grabbed a screenshot here many of you should be familiar with, which is just the LendingPad main loan page, right? So you're working in LendingPad, and let's just say you start a new loan, right? So we've collected basic borrower information here. What's email, what's mobile, what's date of birth, basic loan information, right? What type of loan is this? Loan amount, interest rate, so on and so forth. You're going to go ahead and add the buyer's agent and the seller's agent to that particular loan. And let's say you've taken the full app, right? So we're going to go ahead and put in today's date as our application taken date. You hit the save button in LendingPad, and within a few seconds, Aduvo is going to receive that update or that new loan. We're going to analyze it, right? We're going to see what's in it, what all the things you just entered. Who's the borrower? Who's the realtors? What's the loan amount? What's the various status dates? And then our rules engine is going to do the rest, and we're going to instantly send or schedule a message to that borrower, that realtor. So in the example I just gave you, here is our application completed email that we would send to the borrower. Here's the text message we would send to both the buyer's agent and seller's agent to let them know that that application has been completed. We automatically enrolled them in the monthly borrower newsletter. So we publish this the first Tuesday of every month, and the borrower is now in that campaign. Same for both the realtors. So they're also now in the realtor newsletter campaign, which goes out that same first Tuesday of the month. And because we collect the date of birth, if I can get my slide to advance here, we're going to send a happy birthday to that borrower on their birthday now and forever, right? And again, you did this from LendingPad. You did this from your LOS. You didn't log into Aduvo to review anything. You didn't have to approve anything. You didn't have to build the lists, the campaigns, any of the messages. Because those campaigns were activated at onboarding, you just operated normally in LendingPad and hit that save button, and Aduvo did the rest for you. All right, so I showed you briefly what it'll look like on a Aduvo-owned campaign. I'm going to hand it over to Matthew Vaughn, or one of our product specialists, to give you a walkthrough of the Aduvo software, but more specifically, what it would look like for you to build your own campaign. Let me stop sharing here, Matt, and I'll hand it over to you.
Okay, is it visible for everyone?
Yep, we're seeing it.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt. I will be demoing the platform today. Now that you've seen how the product works from Josh, I will just be demonstrating how to build some content from scratch so that you can see how to create some custom emails and campaigns if you'd like to go that route. We'll be creating a campaign and an email template today, but first I'll just kind of give a quick overview of this dashboard screen. We have some navigation points here. We have marketing. This is where you'll be creating, editing, and managing your campaigns and emails. We have people and loans. This one's pretty easy. It's just, you create new lists. You can look at your contact information that's been synced up from your LOS. You can create new filters, etc. We have one here. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Just a quick start for creating new content. You have your initials up here. This is for if you have any options on your profile you'd like to edit. If you're an admin, you can edit your company profile and manage your user profiles if you have multiple loan officers or whatever you have synced up to the site. There's some kind of quick looks here. We have here, I'll set this to just 12 months to give you an idea. This is just some options so you can see what's been synced up to the site from your LOS and what has been going out on the marketing piece. So you can just get a quick overlook of everything. With that, let's just go ahead and quickly hop into the marketing piece here. We're going to just go into recommended. Okay, and here are the pre-built campaigns that Josh had mentioned in his presentation. You can see here, this is a birthday. If you want to, all you would have to do, if you didn't feel like making your own or you had another idea, you could just turn this on and you're good to go. You never have to touch this again. It'll send out to any of the contacts with their borrower or any sort of contact in there that has their birthday information pulled up into the site. So pretty straightforward. Just enable it, you're good to go. You can also preview it from this panel. Just want to take a look at it. All right. So if you wanted to, you just click enable, and that's that. So let's go ahead and go into some creation. Let's go ahead and start with SMS just to show it off. Webinar. Here's a category. This is just to help you find it in the website later on. If you want to find your content, just set it to do a testing for now. Here's some editor. Let me just get this in there real quick, just to give you an example. So you can put this in there. It kind of formats it over here so you can see what it'll look like on your phone. There's a couple options here. You can throw in emojis if you want to do that, be more friendly, wave. And you can also use merge tags, which is what will pull the contact information from your loan into the template. So for example, let's say you wanted to be more personal to your borrowers. Once it recognizes that it's sending to a borrower, it'll reach back down to that borrower data and pull their name up into the template for you. So that way you don't have to go in and add a borrower name to each template, or you can have it so it's more personal to that person. So pretty straightforward. If you'd like, all you'd have to do from here is just save it, add it to a campaign, and just set it to a schedule to go out, and that's that. Let's go ahead and hit back. We're going to go into, we're going to start on template creation. So you'd go here, create new content, email, fill out this information, you do webinar, you select a category. Again, this is just to help you identify it in the website. Subject line, this is what the client will receive when the email reaches them. preview text, again, just so you can see what it looks like in the site. I created one already, so we're just going to go ahead and go to that one. So this is what it would look like after you hit save. Just find it in your site, go into my content, I'm going to edit it, you go next content. And here is your template editor. There are a lot of options in here, so you can get exactly what you're looking for. If you have a vision you want to match it to, you can always come in here and mess around with it as much as you want. Today, we're just going to mess around and add a couple things. We'll just add it's a demonstration. Let's go ahead and add an image. These are our pre-built images that we have in the website. You are free to upload them here if you'd like to. Go ahead and add that. You can add text. Right. Again, pretty self-explanatory on that end. Let's go back to blocks. If you want to, you can add things like your social media. Again, you have a lot of options. All you have to do is click the container. You can add your social media links here, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anything you want. Some other customizations you can do instead of different colors. Let's go ahead and add, maybe let's do a button. Button here. Okay. And then if you want to, from here, you can do some things like button color. You can change the name, aduvo.com. So pretty self-explanatory. Goes through. You can do whatever you'd like with this. Like I said, there's a lot of options in here just to get what exactly you want. You have videos, banners. You can add more text. A lot of things you can add to it. But for this example, we'll just go with this. This looks good for this. I'm going to save it. We're going to go back. Here it is. Preview it. Let's see the new version. So here's everything we added to it. So now that you have your template created, let's go ahead and do a real world example and create a list that you can go by. So if you want to specifically target a group of contacts that you have, you can come in here into the people and loans area, all contacts, add filter. Let's just do note rate. We'll do, let's do is greater than or equal to 6%. So this is going to identify everyone in the system that has that 6% or above note rate. Let's do it as well for closed loans. Go ahead and go closed. Date is not blank. Where is it? Here we go. All right. So this is now applied to all of your contacts. So it's looking at only the contacts you have that are at that 6% or above note rate, and they are on a closed loan. So these are all closed. And what you can do from here to market to those specific, let me move this away. I believe there's 81 results. So you could expect about 81 emails to go out. Hit send campaign. Let's do greater than 6%. All right. So we'll hit save there. 6%. Campaign. Message category. We'll just throw it in testing for now for the demonstration. So we have some options here. Use campaign. You can set this to all your users in the website, or you can set it to just yourself. I'll just use myself here. You can set it to go out from your loan officers, your loan processors, contact owner, and you can even set a custom address if you want to use like a general company address or something like that. Let's just use contact owner. Here's the list that we just created, 6%. So this is that one we just created up here in the people and loans area. You can hit different recipients. This would most likely just be your borrowers and co-borrowers. Maybe you want to put something else in there. You have buyers agents, seller agents, etc. Again, you can set it to have a recipient list for the user that is sending it out. So if you want your loan officer, who was the contact owner for the loan file, to receive it, you can select that here. Some CC options, BCC if you want a blind copy. And that's about it there for those settings. Let's go ahead and go next. And this is where it's going to have us select that template that we just created. We're going to filter it by owner and then just by yourself. So we'll do you. And here's that template we created. So all you have to do here now is just add campaign, go next, and set a schedule. This one on our pre-built, these are all already set up for you. You won't have to do any of this on pre-built, but if you're creating one from scratch, you will have to set a schedule. Pretty easy. You have one time or repeating. Repeating is more suited for holidays, birthdays, etc. For this type of campaign, I'd assume it probably more one-time orientated. So you just do a custom date. You can select the date it delivered on. Let's do the 30th of April, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then save. Yes, I want to save. There we go. So let's go and close that. Let's go next. And here it'll ask you to activate your campaign, and that's it. Once you activate it, you're good to go. There's some options and stats you can look in here. You have just a quick overlook over here, tell you how many sent, opened, clicked, bounce, how many clients opted out. You can edit things here. Your details that we went over are in here. So your lists, the users that can use it, just so you don't have to recreate the campaign or anything, you just come in here and edit it. You can replace the message, edit the template, everything in here, preview, delete message. You can set a new schedule of it here. Same screen. There's an activate button up here if you want to activate it another time. And there's some other stats you can get for the campaign here at report. Again, this is more of an overview, nothing too in detail. It'll tell you exactly how many people received it, etc. You can come in here and actually see the emails, the names, even the activity. So this will also tell you if they opened it, if they clicked the link, if it bounced or if it dropped. So pretty self-explanatory. Once you have it set, again, you essentially would never have to touch this again if you don't want to. You just leave it on active and you're good to go. That basically concludes the demonstration. If you guys have any questions, please use that Q&A chat and we can get them answered for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate it. So let me just kind of wrap up this morning's call here. Why use Aduvo in the first place? So really, we built Aduvo so you can focus on your business, right? We all know we should be doing all the things that Aduvo is doing, and we've tried to automate that as much as we can so you can focus on closing loans and making new relationships with your borrowers and your realtors. Also strengthening those relationships, right? By giving them timely loan status information up front, you're improving your standing with those clients, both on the borrower and the realtor side, to place you as the financial expert in this transaction. And just really helping you be more productive, right? So being able to do more with less and just automate the things that you're really already doing in the LOS. So on the pricing side, Aduvo is $99 per loan officer, and all of the users are free. So what we mean by that is I'll give you a real example. If we have a company of 10 and 7 of those are loan officers, we only charge for those loan officers. We don't charge for the assistants, for the owners, managers, office manager, receptionists. They still can use Aduvo, and it's all the same features, functions in Aduvo. They just are free. And we have 2 different licensing models. One is company paid. So in that same example, if all 7 loan officers are paid for by the company, we're happy to do that. But we also offer individual. So if each of those 7 want to pay on their own, or maybe if only 3 of them want to pay on their own and the company doesn't want to sponsor this, but they're happy to connect the LOS to Aduvo, we can do that, and we can mix and match, and we don't require that everybody is on it. So again, company 10, 7 loan officers, if only 3 want to use Aduvo, those are the only 3 that we're going to charge for. All 10 will have access to Aduvo to look at pretty much everything Matt just showed you. We just won't send messages for the unlicensed users. So pretty flexible on the pricing side, and tried to meet the market where it was at. So what's next? A couple things. First, if you're ready to start your trial, you can visit our website. We're also going to be sending a follow-up email later today or first thing tomorrow that has a link to start your trial. But happy just to go to www.aduvo.com and sign up for that 90-day free trial. You can also book some one-on-one time with Travis or Britta, our two new business account managers, if you have additional questions or want to take a deeper dive demonstration at Aduvo. And you can do that in that same email. There'll be a link to book a consultation, or you can visit our website and click the book a demo link. And last, if you're not the decision maker on the call today, but you have interest in Aduvo and would love to see your company use it, we've also built a decision maker landing page that we'll include in that email that we send you. You can share that with your decision maker. It really just kind of summarizes today's call, but it's trying to be as concise as possible for that decision maker so they can understand the value proposition and kind of next steps in all of this. So with that, would love to talk to you. So you can email us, call us, visit our website, and we're going to hang out here for a few more minutes and see if there's any additional questions that folks have. And as Valerie mentioned, we'll be sending a copy of the recording to you, or I should say Zoom will, tomorrow. So be on the lookout for emails from Travis at Aduvo. Appreciate everybody's time today and the opportunity to show you Aduvo. Thanks, everybody.